Good morning. What day is it? Who knows? Tuesday. The 29th? That's not right. It's the 30th. I thought I'd updated my calendar yesterday. I thought I'd updated my calendar yesterday so that I would remember what day it was. But I did not. I updated it on Sunday. And the thing that I'm remembering is me editing the vlog yesterday, updating it. Never mind. We just had our vegetable, or not vegetable, our fruit box delivered. We've got some very green bananas, which means I'm going to have to shop for some more bananas because we don't have any, and these, well, we're going to need bananas before those bananas are ready to eat. So, what else did we get? A melon. Can never remember which one this is. Is this honeydew or cantaloupe? Cantaloupe. I'm not sure. The boys will probably eat that for snack today. We got some grapes. Lots of apples. And some raspberries. Very nice. Might go and buy some cream later when we go out to the shops, and because we got some strawberries when we had friends over on Sunday. We like to do like a dessert pizza with strawberries and Nutella. So we've got some strawberries left over. Put the grapes there, and the boys will eat those as well. We had the back door open yesterday and a fly has gotten in. I need to get a new fly net. We did have one a couple of years ago, but when we took it down it broke. Or did the cat, maybe one of our pets broke it. Oh. My raspberry plant is looking very it's a little bit frustrating. I can't stake it up. I don't think that the ground is deep enough there for me to get the poles in deep enough for it to stand up straight. Right, there we go. Fruit unpacked. And just waiting. The guys that are dropping off the washing machine are on their way. Old washing machine is out of here. They're going to take that away and plumb in the new washing machine, which will be good. And then I've got washing to catch up on. I think it must have broken the day before yesterday, and I'd put some washing in there and in all of the like stuff that we were doing. I kind of hadn't noticed that it hadn't like spun out. So then I was like, oh, this hasn't spun. So then, which hasn't happened, it just happened before that it hasn't spun. So I just put it back in to do a quick like spin and drain, and then it didn't work. So it drains, but it doesn't spin. And I think I said all of this yesterday, but we have had it fixed before. And so after a bit of Googling, we were like, it's actually not worth getting it fixed. It would be better to get a new one, because this one is too small for us anyway. It's only 6 kilograms, so it's really not big enough for a family of 4. So that's one of the reasons why it takes me so long to get through all the laundry, because, you know, the children can have like multiple outfits in a day. And yeah, so we need to, and also like changing 3 beds, but changing 3 beds, 4 towels, all this kind of thing, it's a lot on the washing machine. It basically is on, if we're really on top of things, it's on twice a day, every day pretty much. And if we're not on top of things, then it's on more like in one day. So a bigger drum will be better anyway. Something on my screen and it's annoying me. A bigger drum will be better anyway, and then yeah, hopefully that will help me keep on top of the laundry so I won't feel like I'm drowning in laundry all the time. That was a very bizarre little... Oh, they'll be here any minute, so I'm going to go so they're not arriving while I'm talking to you. How exciting! Oh, the things you get excited about when you're a grown up. Right. It's so much quieter than our old one. Like, I mean, it's still not silent, but it's way, way quieter than our old one. So that's going to be nice as well. So now I'm just waiting for a printer, because we also bought a new printer. And I don't know when that's going to come. It could be any time between like now and 7 o'clock. I'm hoping that I'll get a message about it, giving us a time slot at some point, and then I can actually, you know, do some other stuff today. We want to go to the library, we've got some books to take back, and like renew is the word I'm looking for. So we need to do that, we need to do a bit of shopping and just a bit of outside time. Oh, how exciting, a new washing machine. Ooh. The children are playing Olympics in the living room. They are watching the Olympics and also pretending to be Olympic swimmers, which is very sweet. Though of course in Aiden's version of the game Minecraft is involved. So I hope you can hear me over the washing machine, the new washing machine. I'm just going to take this out. The new washing machine, it is much quieter than the old one, but I think it's still a little bit noisy. I'm listening to my audiobook. I have recorded a little bit more for my reading blog today. I definitely think I'm going to finish it today or tomorrow, and I would also like to try and get my other book finished before the end of the month, or at least maybe by like the 1st of August. Oh gosh, which is the day after tomorrow. Maybe by the end of next week or the end of this week. So I can finish my reading blog with those two books. I've done some nice spreads in my reading journal, and I think I might do a little video on that. Maybe in with a reading blog, I'll do that all together at the end of... What are you watching, Aiden? Oh. You're not watching the Olympics now?
What?
You're not watching the Olympics?
No, I was watching
Okay. Hello. Good evening. It is Wednesday, the 31st of July. I didn't remember that. I looked on my phone. I made it through the entire month without knowing what day it was. Any day, apart from a Saturday when I did know when my birthday was. So it's the last day of July vlogs, and I got really confused about when people normally post the last video. And so I think because yesterday's video was, I think, probably going to be quite a short video, and today's video is going to be short as well, I thought I would probably just put these two videos together, edit it all tonight and put it out tonight, and then that's it. And then at some point next month, probably quite early next month, I will try and get my reading blog out. And I really enjoyed doing the reading blog, and I think I said this in one of the clips. Possibly it was just yesterday, but I would really like to do another one, but I will do like a spoilery one next time so that I can literally just talk to you about what I think is happening, what I think is going to happen next, like speculate, because I've wanted to do that about None of This Is True, and I didn't want to because I sort of said that it was going to be spoiler free, so I didn't do that. And then at the point where I decided that I wanted to do it, I was like, oh, it's a bit late now because I'm like almost done with the book. So I'm going to do it again, but it will be doing a spoilery one next time. I thought for a little last day of vlogs thing, that I would just show you a few of the things that I got for my birthday and a bag that I got today from Coffee and Yarn Cakes, my absolute favourite bag maker. And she always sends such like adorable stickers in her parcels. I just love them. So that, and then I got one of her extra large bags this time. I usually get I think she just does like a large, usually does like a large and a sock. And then she does like the Notions pouches and then like the little triangle pouches, and I think that's what she normally does. But I have seen a couple of times her do extra large bags, and that's what I got this time. It's massive. It's got a really nice strap. Just like, I just love the quality of like it's not just like folded over, it's got like a really nice seam. It's really nicely pressed. It might even be, is it interfaced? I'm not sure. Always comes with these adorable, like, I don't know what the term for what's happening here, but these like the zip pull is always like in keeping with the bag, and you could take it off and use it as a little stitch marker if you wanted to, so I love that. And then inside it's lined with this really lovely like tiny mushroom fabric. So yeah, this is like huge. So I got this for probably like blanket project, or maybe even my sea glass tea, which is still, for those who asked a little while ago, I asked, this is a little while ago, like really a little while ago, I asked if anybody had any projects that I'd mentioned in any of my podcasts that they were interested to know, like where I got to, because I'm quite a sporadic podcaster. So sometimes I sort of stop working on things and they don't get mentioned again in my podcast. So I asked if there was anything that anybody was interested in hearing about, and at least one person asked about my sea glass tea. It is still in like a whip, but that was because I hadn't decided if I was going to continue making it or not. And I think I am going to continue making it. But it's probably going to be on like in hibernation for a little bit longer. But this bag will be perfect for something big like that, like, because the sea glass tea is like lots of minis, so it takes up quite a lot of space in the bag, and that's in a large bag by Coffee and Yarn Cakes. So I think pretty much all of my project bags are Coffee and Yarn Cakes project bags because I just love them so much. I love all of the fun fabrics. So yeah, so that was the bag, my post for today that I got. So I'm going to show you a few things that I got for my birthday. Mostly it's books. I've got 3 books and a little other thing. And then I got some like vouchers and things like that, which I haven't spent yet. And I got a few other bits, but these are just the things that I have to hand. I got, Aidan got me some Minecraft Lego, which was very sweet of him. And he's offered to help me build it and then play with it. So, very sweet. And then Rory got me, I'm sure with much help from Andrew, knots in a box. I came back from my forest school training, like thoroughly enjoying knotting. So Andrew got, Rory got me this, so that I can do a few more knots, and it's not got any rope in it or anything, but I've got rope. And it's just like cards with different knots on. I don't know how many there are. 30 different knots. And the thing that I really like about them is like not only are the pictures quite nice and clear and the steps like seem to be quite well written, but also it says the name of the knot and also like what it's used for, which is quite useful as well. So if I was like looking for a particular knot for a particular thing, I could go through and have a look at what I was looking for. Did that make any sense? Next book that I got is called Courting the Wild Twin by Martin Shaw. And this is, I don't really know much about this book, but again, on my forest school training, somebody was like, if you want to like learn how to tell stories and how to use stories like in forest school and things like that, then Martin Shaw is like the person to read. Apparently he's an amazing storyteller, and this book in particular was a book that he really recommended. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Like I say, I don't really know what it's about. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a story or whether it's like a sort of, I think it is a bit of a story. Terrifically strange and thrilling one for all you storytellers, it says. It's a quote from Melissa Harrison, author of All Among the Barley. So yeah, I'm not sure, but maybe I will read this and do a little, let you know what I think of it. Yeah. So I got that one. And then I got Risk and Adventure in Early Years Outdoor Play, Learning from Forest Schools. So this is going to be really useful for my courses and just for enjoyment reading, like really, I never used to be one really for like risky play and like outdoor adventure. I used to enjoy doing that kind of thing myself, but in terms of my own children, I was always quite anxious about doing outdoor stuff. I'd be happy in the garden, like happy at the park, but I'd get quite anxious like going out like into the forest or something with the children. I'd always just be like, what if they hurt themselves? All this kind of fear. But working with children and working a lot outdoors has kind of relaxed me a little bit about some of that. But I thought that this would be a really interesting one to read. I'm starting to really understand the benefits of outdoor play, risky play, etc, etc. So that's going to be interesting. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you is The Paddleboard Bible by Dave Price. Price? Yeah. It's everything you need to know about stand-up paddleboarding. The complete guide. So that's I'm really excited to get stuck into this a bit more. We went paddleboarding on Sunday. You saw that footage, I assume, if you watched that vlog, and I really, really loved it. It was so nice to get back out on the board again. Like, I went out on Friday, but it was a bit more sort of, it was a bit more stressful because I was like running late, and then I had to find somewhere to park, and I'd left my paddleboard with a friend and I got stuck in traffic, and then she was like, well, I'm going to have to go and I'm going to have to leave the board because I can't take it home with me. Like, she'd been able to get it to the place we were launching from, but she wasn't going to be able to take it back because she'd been able to get a lift there, but she wasn't going to be able to get a lift back. So it was a bit like, oh, am I going to make it? And I didn't make it like in time to actually launch with them. I had to like paddle on my own, and yeah, which was like actually really nice to like have a bit of paddle time on my own. Paddled on the wrong side of the river, forgot about like what side is left and what side is right. But yeah, it was actually, once I'd sort of, oh, and I also like, it was just, yeah, I was just a bit stressed. Yeah, I think I said I got stuck in traffic. It was a bit stressful. So
But once I like had gotten out there on the water and was just like, okay, I'm on the water now. Like, you know, a year ago, even maybe like 6 months ago, I would not have done that. Like, I would not have driven from work into the city, not knowing exactly where I was going to park, having to change my parking plans like partway through my journey because I got a text message to say that the car park at the place we were launching was full, having to like go with a group of people, the majority of whom I did not know, like launching on my own and paddling down the river to meet this group of people that I like majority do not know. I would just not have done that like 6 months ago. And so it felt quite good. Like, you know, I came home. I think I texted Andrew a couple of times while we were out, and I came home and he was like, I'm proud of you for doing that. And I was like, I'm proud of me too. So it felt good to get out, even though it was a bit like, so yeah. But no, I really liked going out with them, and I really liked taking Rory out on the board. Aiden did go out. I don't think I had any footage of Aiden on the board. He did go out, but he didn't want, I had to hold on to the edge the whole time so that we didn't like float away. He was very, very anxious on the board, which I thought he was going to be, but he had said before we left the house, that he wasn't going to go on the board, and I was like, okay, that's fine, and we just packed his stuff just in case. And when we got there, he was like, no, I'm not going to go on. So we were like, okay, so we left all of his stuff in the car. And then when we actually got to the water and Rory got on and we were paddling around with Rory, he was then like, I want to go on. So my mum like went back to the car for us and got all of the stuff for him to go on, and then he went on. So I was like super proud of him for getting on the board, because he was really like certain that he wasn't going to want to do it. But yeah, hopefully little by little we'll be able to get him on there, because it would be really nice to be able to go out like as a family and not have to be like, Mum and Dad, can you like walk alongside us in case one of our children doesn't want to do it, which is what happened on Sunday. So anyway, I've talked for a long time. I feel like there's been a lot of clips of me just talking to you. So I apologise if that's not your thing. I have really enjoyed doing a month of vlogs. Yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it, because it's made the month feel like I've been able to really appreciate some of the small things, you know, and like I get to relive the days when I edit them and things like that. So it has been really nice to do it. I think that probably doing it every day is maybe a little bit too much for me, just with like the kind of work that I do, not really being able to record during the day when I'm at work and then not getting back until sometimes nearly 7 o'clock, and having to leave so early just means that there's just no time for me to record anything that's really worth doing. So that was the only thing that was a bit like, I wish that I could get more better stuff on those days. But it's all learning, and like I said before, I would like to do some more vlogs. Probably will most likely not be like a whole week of vlogs, unless I'm doing like a reading vlog or a making vlog or something. But I would like to do Vlogmas, because I have done that in the past and really enjoyed it. So it would be nice to do that. And now that I kind of know a little bit about how my weeks play out and things like that, I might be able to figure out a few other things to do during the month, so that I can put a video out every day, even if it's not like a daily vlog, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's just me rambling as usual. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching my month of vlogs. Welcome to all my new subscribers that have joined me this month. Thank you very much for joining me. And yeah, stay tuned for hopefully more content to be coming to this channel. I'm wanting to do some more reading stuff, wanting to do some more daily vlogs, and more, definitely more making and crafty stuff. I would like to get back to my podcast, even if it's just like a once a month thing, like a little wrap up. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. So all this to say, or just stop talking, Becky, say goodbye and go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. That was really weird. Why did I do this? Bye. Bye.